Hello, welcome to the first episode of the Refresh and Detox series. This is episode one, and today we're focusing on refreshing and detoxing your sense of safety. Before we can go anywhere with your personal growth, before we can go anywhere with where you want to be and who you want to be, whether it's the mom you want to be, the friend you want to be, the person you want to be, you have to have your ground. And what I mean by your ground is your core sense of safety. Before you can build on anything, you have to have your foundation. And today we're going to be talking about the foundation of safety and what that means. This is going to be a little bit of a longer video, and I hope that you're here ready to listen and you're here ready to take notes. Grab a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, depending on what time of day it is, and sit back and relax. Hopefully, you've just gotten off of a long day of work, or maybe you've been with the kids all day. Time to relax. Put this on your headphones, whatever, while you do chores, and listen to my words as much as you can. I had a microphone, but it broke, so bear with the wind. I hope you can still hear some of what I'm saying. The next episode's audio quality will be better.
Hi guys, my name is Eva and welcome back to my channel. I hope you enjoy this. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to click the link below. I'll link my Patreon where I go really deep into detail about what I'm talking about today. And I hope you enjoy this 5-week series on reconnecting with yourself.
Oh, the sun's coming out. I'm a little sweaty, guys. So, to begin with any session, we always look at where are we right now? Where are you right now? Where is your sense of safety right now? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it okay? Where we want to be for safety is a place where you feel comfortable to grow. You're not stressed out every second of the day. Stress is a normal part of life, but you should not be stressed at everything. You should not be scared of everything. When we look at stress, we look at the fear response as well. So, are you afraid a lot of the time? I'm going to ask you a few questions to kind of gauge where you're at because you're probably like, I don't know where I'm at. It's hard to answer when you're not aware of how you've been acting. So, when I ask these questions, I challenge you to look at how you've been acting in the past and answer these questions honestly. Don't answer them as, oh, I wish I was this way. No, you need to answer them honestly so we can gauge where to start at. So, on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being this couldn't be less like me, and a 5 is that is exactly like me. The first statement is, I am at peace. The second statement is, most things do not cause stress in my life. The next statement is, I am content with the way things are going. The next statement is, I feel relaxed and at one with my body and mind. And lastly, it feels easy for me to grow. If you answered lower on these questions, then you have a little bit more work that we need to put in. And if you answered higher, then we're at a higher starting point. No matter what you answered, it does not matter in the grand scheme of things. Whatever your answers were, we are going to put in the work to get you to where you want to be. You're going to put in the work to get you to where you want to be. I can't help you. I can't sit here and fix you. You have to put in the work and you have to figure out, how am I going to get to where I want to be? The next part of this chapter, now that you know where you are with safety, start to think about, who do I want to be? Think about, who do I want to show up as in the future? This could be somebody who is nothing like you at all. It could be somebody who is like you, someone who has the traits that you have, but maybe is less stressed out, maybe is less frantic, maybe is less upset all the time, maybe can think deeper. I want you to think about this person. Think about, what does she look like on the outside as well. Think about, what does her hair look like? How does she dress? The outside is the least important, but it's still important to think about. We want to look at the traits and the qualities that your dream self has, and work our way up to that person. So start to think about qualities that that dream person has, so that after we have gotten you to the point where you feel safe enough to try these things, we can know exactly what we're working towards, and we can keep a weekly chart of how close we're getting each week to that dream self. Next video, we're going to be doing some identity work and talking about how this dream self is actually going to look. We're going to talk about more in-depth questions about what this looks like. But for now, envision this person and feel how amazing and freeing it feels if, even for a second, you can be living the dream life that you have always dreamed of. You can be the person that you've always wanted to be. You can react the way that aligns with your values, and you don't have to react out of fear. You don't have to react out of protection. Doesn't it feel amazing? Part number 3, we're going to dive really deep into safety and how to actually achieve the safety that you desire. Safety is a feeling, and this feeling can be achieved by actions. A lot of feelings that I talk about can't be achieved by actions. You have to identify with someone who is already feeling those things. But safety really is a physical feeling, if that makes sense. Safety can be felt when you perform actions that create an environment where your body can feel safe. As you're listening to this, I want you to think of a time when you felt really safe. And I want you to feel what it felt like. And I want you to remember, what were you doing? Who were you with, if you were with anybody? How long ago was it? Maybe you were a kid. A lot of times when I think about safety, I think of being with a protector. A lot of times, especially if you're a woman, we crave protection because a lot of times women go too much into their feminine energy and they don't have that masculine on the outside as a protection. They lean on other people for protection, which can be a great thing. Biblically speaking, it's amazing to have a male masculine figure as your protection, but as a woman, you have to be able to be whole on your own and protect yourself. I like to think of it like an egg. I think of the feminine energy as the inside of the egg and the masculine energy as the hard shell. Every single woman has feminine and masculine, and every single man has masculine and feminine as well. It's just different percentages and it's different ways that it shows up. So, as you thought about when you were the most safe, a lot of times we think of a protector, like I said, and this is a very innate feeling. I explained the egg analogy, and we're going to move on to how we as women can build our own protection when we need it the most. Building protection starts with tangible actions that you can take daily to prove to yourself that you are safe in your environment, in your body, wherever it may be. The first thing that you can do to build safety with yourself is to set firm boundaries and have a firm routine, at least in the beginning. Setting a firm routine is going to help your body know what to expect. Wake up at a certain time, drink water directly after rising, stretch in the morning, make it predictable, and make it something that you can do every single day. Our emotions are all over the place, as you probably know if you're a sensitive person like me. But what we can do to keep us safe and protected is to set firm boundaries around what we are doing and when we are doing it. Because if you're all flowy and crying all the time and upset all the time, which is okay to cry and let your emotions out, but if that's going on all the time and you allow yourself to do whatever you want to do, you allow yourself to lay in bed all day. You don't have to go to the gym. You don't have to wake up early. You don't have to eat right. If that's happening every single day and you don't have a discipline or a structure, your body's not going to feel safe. I have experienced this firsthand. Your body is going to feel terrified. Your body needs to know that it can trust you. And it will not be able to trust you if you're just allowing your emotions to dictate your day. So that was the first tip, is to have boundaries around what you do, but also have boundaries around people. Have boundaries around who you hang around. Have boundaries about what you can talk about around certain people and what you can't. I'm going to go deeper into this on my Patreon. I'm not going to say too much on YouTube, but make sure that you have firm boundaries about what you allow into your life. I'll just say that. The biggest thing to keep your body safe is predictability. Your body needs to know that it's going to be safe every single day, no matter what it's feeling. And it needs to feel safe to process the emotions that come up. Life can be tumultuous, crazy things can happen. You're allowed to have feelings, you're allowed to have emotions, but it can't dictate your actions. Say every time you get mad, you throw something. Is that teaching your body that anger is a safe emotion? No, because you're doing this horrible thing every time you feel this. Another thing that you can do to feel safe is to talk to yourself. I know it sounds crazy, but be there for yourself. Next time you're going through something challenging, I challenge you, don't talk to a friend. Don't call a family member like you do. Talk to yourself and seek inner wisdom from yourself. A lot of times we just go to the next person. We don't trust ourselves enough to make a decision. Next time there's a small issue and you want to just call your boyfriend, call your best friend, call your mom and say, hey, what do I do? Pause, breathe, and ask yourself, what do I want to do? And pray about it. At the end of the day, you are all you have. Yeah, you have your family, but they'll grow old. Yes, you have your husband, but he will eventually pass away. You will eventually pass away. Things happen. At the end of the day, you have to have your own back. And I know that might sound crazy to say, especially in the world we live in today, but you have to grow with yourself and you have to stand by yourself through thick and thin. So, for the weekly challenge before the next video comes out, what I want you to focus on is being there for yourself and seeking safety in your own body. I want your journal prompt every single day until I release the next video to be, how did I show up for myself today? And then the next one is, how can I feel safer tomorrow? Remember that you are beautiful. You're a beautiful, beautiful soul, and you have so, so much going for you. But you have to have structure around your emotions. You can't let your emotions dictate what you do. I'll see you next time.